Hi guys, welcome back to the Colourful Table channel. I am Skill Jim, of course, and today we're going to be unboxing the latest wave of Sonic the Hedgehog Funko Pops. Now, if you are a subscriber of mine, you may have already seen some of my previous videos where we've unboxed loads of the Sonic Funko Pops, especially this one where I went through the entire lineup so far. Definitely check that out. There's been the odd one or two since that video, these two in particular, which sort of feel like the start of what this line essentially is, but definitely check the previous video if you want to see every single Funko Pop, Sonic the Hedgehog Funko Pop so far. But we're going to crack on because we've got loads of boxes to get through here. Like I say, this is the latest wave. There's been a lot of figures. There's even more to come. I've literally just found out as I was going through a little bit of a list just to double check. And yeah, we got some great ones on the way. I'm going to put a picture on screen of the ones that are upcoming, but we've got Knuckles in his cowboy hat. We've got a Supersonic with all the crystals, Chaos Emeralds around him that looks amazing. Flocked version, exclusive to Target apparently, so I'll have to keep an eye out for that one. There's also a Big the Cat one, which looks hilarious, and yeah, definitely keep an eye out for the upcoming Funko Pops. But these ones we've got to get through. So I'm going to leave these to one side. So I've just shown these ones, so just to show you again. So that's regular Tails with these sort of flying tails, more like sort of Sonic 2-esque when he's in motion. And then there was Chase version Flocked. We actually unboxed that one on camera, if you want to check that video out as well. So these are sealed. This one I've opened just because I ordered an additional Funko Pop for a friend who I had to essentially open this to get into in order to give, if that makes sense. I'm sure it does. But yeah, already you can see we've got 4 Funko Pops to have a quick check. We're going to get them all out first and then we're going to open them. So there's Cream and Cheese. Lovely figure. I can't believe they're doing characters like this as Funko Pops. Really cool. So this was like, I think this was a 3-pack. I think Pop Culture, which is the website that I typically order these Funko Pop figures from, they did like a bundle of these three figures. This was an additional one that I ordered. So this was one that I didn't realise actually existed until we went to EGX in London, and it was on one of the Funko stalls. Essentially there was like a stall with 1 million Funko Pops, and I was like, what the heck, I've never seen that before. So this was a Toy Tokyo New York 2024 limited edition, and it's Metal Knuckles, which is insane because obviously Metal Knuckles originated in I was gonna say actually Sonic R, but actually am I thinking of Mecha Knuckles? Maybe these are Mecha Knuckles. Or was it Sonic R, actually? Let me know in the comments, actually, the first appearance of Metal Knuckles. I originally thought Sonic R, because you've got, like, doll tails that you'll unlock, Mecha Knuckles or Metal Knuckles, right? I don't think he appeared previously, but I've also got a Mecha Knuckles in my head for some reason. From like Sonic 3 Knuckles or something. Anyway guys, let's move on. So Shadow with Dark Chao, and we've got Sonic with the Hero Chao. I love these, by the way. I was going to say I'm not a fan of them constantly sort of recycling the same characters like Shadow and Sonic. We've had quite a lot of at this point, but then at the same time I also really like these figures. They're more like, as we'll get into them when I actually open them in a moment, Sonic Adventure 2 style characters with the soap shoes, which looks really cool. Let's open this next big box of awesome from Pop Culture. Yeah, guys, are you collecting all of these Sonic the Hedgehog Funko Pops? Let me know in the comments below, because it's kind of difficult actually. I do find it quite difficult to keep on top of all the latest, even just the Sonic the Hedgehog Funko Pops. Like, I collect the Michael Jackson ones as well, and at one point they were quite difficult to keep track of, but the Sonic ones especially, they just seem to just pop up randomly out of nowhere, and they're like already released or already sold out. like that Metal Knuckles rather. I was a little bit like worried that we wouldn't be able to get that, because it was actually for sale at the CGX for like 35 quid, which was insane. But I was thinking like, God, if I missed the boat, you know, is this the only way that we can get it? And I actually did look on Pop Culture, and it was there for like, it's only like $12.99 or something. So if you didn't know that, definitely check that out, guys, because yeah, I think that was a bargain, to be honest, from Pop Culture. So we've got Tails and Knuckles pixel versions. Really cool, nice idea. Sonic is the reason why I said I'd tell you a little bit of a story later. So Sonic actually, for some reason, was still on pre-order for about 2 to 3 months after these had already arrived. Maybe 2 months, perhaps not that mental. And just because this is another one of my collecting habits, here's Michael Jackson Off the Wall version. Really cool. I'll open that last in case you guys are probably only here for the Sonic stuff. So one of these two singular boxes is going to be the Sonic Pixel version. So let's check that out. So yeah, like I said, guys, it's really, really difficult, I'm finding, to keep on top of all these Sonic the Hedgehog Funko Pops. You have to sort of just keep looking. I guess I could follow some specific accounts that sort of broadcast the news. I actually don't. I just occasionally, from time to time, go on these Funko Pop websites and Google. So that is Sonic with Hero Chao, but the flocked version. So we do like to collect the variants, if there is some, and especially, at least on this channel, just so I can sort of show you guys the difference between the figures. The flocked ones are usually quite nice. I do really like the Sonic flocked, because it goes with the characters, right? You'd expect them to be a little bit furry in real life. And the final one we're gonna get out of here is the Pixel Sonic, like I say, that was slightly delayed for some reason. I'm not too sure why. It took a while to arrive anyway. So let's start opening some of these up and we'll take a closer look at them. So I've already opened the Tails figures. So if you want to see them, you can check out a previous video. I will link that video at the end if you want, and also the video that I mentioned at the start where we went through the entire Sonic Funko Pop collection so far. I still haven't learned my lesson when people tell me to use a ruler, but to be fair, I did just have a little look around the house for a ruler, and yeah, I couldn't actually find one. It's not something that you typically have these days, is it? Stationary, or at least I don't, in the household. There we go. So that is the Pixel Sonic. Let me just double check this on the camera. I'll try not to get any shadow on this as well. But yeah, really, really cool design figure. Now see, it looks obviously a little bit like Lego almost. I know, of course, it's the pixel look, so it's going back to the heydays, maybe like your 8-bit sort of Game Gear-esque, or Master System rather, Sonic titles. So yeah, really cool. Let's have a check of the Tails. This looks a little bit easy to get into, perhaps. No. Oh, mate. Why do I not learn? I'm going to have to buy a ruler just for Funko Pop box opening. So I should have done Knuckles next, because it goes, looking at the numbered orders, the 8-bit versions, we've got the Sonic, then 35 is Knuckles, and 36 is Tails. But for some reason, I guess it's just based on history with these characters, that I always like to go Sonic, Tails, Knuckles in that order. So I would be displaying these like this, to be honest, and they look really cool. I mean, quite a wide head, like a bit of a block type of head, just like a huge block, but really cool actually. Nice designed 8-bit pixel characters. And then the final one, guys, is the Knuckles. I can get him out. Here we go. Haha, he's really cool as well. Nice seeing the pixel of the hair, or the hair pixels. Really cool. So that's the trio there. Let's make sure we put the right ones back in the boxes for now. That's the Knuckles one. Here's the Tails one. And there we go. Awesome stuff, guys. What other Funko Pops do you guys collect? Because, like I say, I'm like a Michael Jackson fan, so I love collecting the Michael Jackson Funko Pops. There hasn't been one actually since this Off the Wall album. But yeah, I did unbox a ton of those on previous videos. I don't know if I have, but I should really have a Funko Pop playlist for all of these. So these are actually 2 separate figures, which is pretty cool. Pop these open. So it comes with a base. There's cream, and there's cheese that sort of just sits, I suppose, next to her wherever you want to put her. She's got some nice eyelashes, luscious locks, luscious eyelashes. But yeah, very cool. Nice ears. Obviously she's a rabbit, so she's got these big long rabbity ears. Lovely stuff, actually. Really nice designed character. But yeah, so you'd pop her on the base. That's what I was looking for then, as so. Like that, I guess, yeah. And you could also probably pop the Chao on the base in front of her. Obviously it's a little bit awkward to do with gravity against you. I'm trying to show you for the camera. I probably should do more like B-roll footage, but you get the general gist of that, what's going on there. So that's the cream and cheese. And these are these ones where they sort of pop together. I do quite like them because they're easier to disassemble, but they're also harder to store. So let's move on to the next figure. I'm going to do the metal Knuckles next. This is a really cool figure, and again, a very surprising addition. I guess kind of like Knuckles with the cowboy hat. That's a very surprising addition to the lineup that's going to be releasing soon. I suppose maybe because of the success of like the movies. Obviously in the TV show, Knuckles had his cowboy hat. But mate, that's sick, that, isn't it? Look at that. That's probably one of the best Sonic Funko Pops out of the lot, that is, guys. I would definitely highly recommend grabbing this one if you can. Like I say, it's only $12.99 on Pop Culture, or $13.99. It's relatively cheap considering it's a sort of a con exclusive. Yeah, you can see, look at the strands of sort of like Knuckles' dreadlocks. Very cool, really awesome design. I love it. That is so cool. Nice sharp claws. Looks very deadly, doesn't he? So let's pop him there. And we're going to move into the remaining 3 figures. There is one more Funko figure, in a sense, to arrive. I didn't realise it was a thing actually until recently, but there's a Hallmark Sonic Funko Pop for your Christmas tree. I guess it's like a sort of like a decoration Christmas tree. So it's essentially like almost like the very first, perhaps not the very first Sonic, maybe the second wave Sonic, that design, but as a Funko Pop that hangs from the tree. I recently grabbed it. I was kind of hoping it might arrive in time to show off these, but unfortunately it didn't. Looks like we've got some sort of stray glue just there. I find like this light isn't very good from this angle. I might have to put my light back where it used to be. But yeah, we've seen Shadow quite a lot, but he's in a slightly different stance, ready to attack. But yeah, the main attraction of this one, I guess, is this dark Chao in particular. Really cool. Obviously, Chaos are very underappreciated. Getting a little bit more appreciated as time goes on. Yeah, really awesome to see that. I've just noticed they both have a base. So Shadow has a base that we're going to plonk him on here, like that. And he sits like that. And yeah, we've actually got a little base for the Chao, Dark Chao. That's its own little base. Very, very cool. Let's pop that one away. So yeah, Hallmark have actually done some really nice Sonic figures recently for your Christmas tree or whatever. Obviously they did the Mega Drive, the Dreamcast as well, that we unboxed as well on this channel. If you do like these kind of unboxes, guys, please drop me a subscription below. It'd be very much appreciated, and obviously we will continue to pick up the other Sonic Funko Pops, so if you want to know that essentially I've done a video on them, subscribe and you'll get my videos in your feed at some point. Self-explanatory really, but that's what YouTubers do, right? So next up, guys, this is a really cool figure because of the Sonic Adventure 2 style soap shoes. So the Hero Chao with this figure actually comes with its own sort of pre-installed base there, which is really cool. But yeah, Sonic looks sick because he's got soap shoes on. Instant win right there. Very much a Sonic Adventure 2 figure and pose. And we're going to pop that in the sole of his shoe there. There we go. Yeah, it looks awesome. Looks like he's ready to grind, to be honest. Cool. And the last figure is this flocked Sonic with Hero Chao. Get into this one really easily. So this is a exclusive special edition Funko. In fact, I think quite a few of them said special edition Funkos, so not too special. But wow, you can definitely see the difference straight away. So the Hero Chao is identical. It's not flocked. The Hero Chao isn't flocked, rather. But check out this flocked Sonic Adventure 2 style Sonic. He just looks awesome. Really awesome fur. Let me see if I can actually bring the light out on that a little bit better, because the blue on that is super vivid. I don't know if you can tell between them both, but yeah, really vivid colour blue. I really do like the flocked versions of these characters. It just it looks so good. Honestly, that looks so good. That looks like the correct blue to me. That is like amazing colour blue, that. When you tell someone that your favourite colour is blue, that is the shade of blue. It's like Sega blue. The base on this one's a little bit more difficult to get into his foot. For some reason his legs are slightly different. But yeah, there you go. He looks really cool. I don't know if it's just the way that the legs hang in there. It's not as flush, I guess, although I guess that one isn't as flush. That just felt like it went in easier. But yeah, awesome. I love them. Let's move Metal Knuckles down a little bit. In fact, we'll put Metal Knuckles in the middle, like that. And then we've got all of the Chaos here to the side. Really cool. It's nice to see all these Chao figures represented here. Obviously, you've got a regular Chao, a Dark Chao, and the Hero Chaos. Pixel collection, 8-bit. I can't imagine them doing any more of them, to be honest. We've got Cream, and that was cheese, obviously. Shadow with the Dark Chao, Sonic with the Hero Chao, Flock Sonic with the Hero Chao, and my favourite of this bunch is the Metal Knuckles. I just realised none of them are on camera. So I'm failing as a YouTuber. I'm not really a YouTuber. But yeah, really cool figures. But for those of you that want to stick around, we're going to be unboxing the Michael Jackson Off the Wall album. So previously I have done the Bad album and the Thriller album versions. This one is the Off the Wall album, of course. Michael Jackson's sort of, not his first solo album, because he'd actually done quite a few solo albums prior to this, but his first solo album with Quincy Jones, sort of the trifecta of Quincy Jones era albums that basically got Michael Jackson his ultra fame. Like, he was already famous as a child. You got to think back in the heydays of the Jackson 5, he was massive back then. And then obviously is the Jacksons era, where perhaps wasn't as, well, maybe some of the first sort of the Jacksons albums, he wasn't as massive. I don't know actually, because obviously I wasn't alive back in those days, but the way it felt like he had a lot of success as a kid, like this big, super upcoming shining star, and then towards the latter stages of the Jackson 5, like your Forever Came Today, which I love those songs on Moving Violation, but it's not like a well-known popular album. Moving into the Jacksons, like the self-titled with Blues Away on, etc., I feel like a lot of people don't really know the majority of the songs on those albums. It was kind of like, was it Triumph that was like the standout Jacksons album that everyone sort of knows the majority songs from, like Can You Feel It? Outside of the Jackson 5, that was like that was the flagship album of the Jacksons that got like a lot of fame. And then as soon as Michael Jackson went solo with Off the Wall, and then obviously Thriller was the major one. I do notice there's a lot of like streakiness on this. Is there a... No, I've just taken the seal off this, right? Yeah, a lot of like streaky lines going down this, but I don't know, it does need a proper polished wipe. I don't know why it would come brand new and have this sort of like scratchy look to it, but yeah, I would give that a proper wipe. And obviously I want to sort of display these on the wall. I think they look really cool, like sort of shadow box sort of hanging out the wall. And now we've got this sort of the trifecta of Off the Wall, Thriller and Bad, which is really cool. I hope they do a Dangerous one, because I love the Dangerous artwork. History, Invincible, Blood on the Dance Floor even. Just get like one for each of the albums, that would be sick. I would love like a Jackson 5, like all 5 of the Jacksons, if you know what I mean, together. Maybe then the Jacksons era, like a little bit more grown up. But yeah, really cool to see, really nice, I love that. It's been one that I wanted to open for ages, but I've been hanging on for the Sonic ones. Sort of get an entire collection of Sonic Funko Pops here in one video. I thought would be nice, rather than doing like the odd one as they arrive. And there we are, guys, that is the latest collection of Sonic the Hedgehog Funko Pop figures. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video there and it's helped you on your Sonic the Hedgehog Funko Pop collecting journey. Outside of the upcoming wave of 5 more figures, I like to keep adding them just randomly and just out of the blue. Really excited for those. Yeah, some really nice figures here with the pixel ones, Cream Cheese, Shadow, Metal Knuckles especially, and the flocked ones I love, and the Chao figures. A really nice lineup added to the collection of Sonic the Hedgehog Funko Pop vinyl figures. Definitely check out the previous collection video where I showed off all of the Sonic figures to date so far, outside of a couple ones that have maybe arrived here and there, like the Tails figures that you can see there. But guys, appreciate it. Please let me know below which is your favourite figure out of this lineup, and yeah, like, subscribe, comment, etc., and I will see you on the next video. Take care, guys.